North Nation. We hope everyone is having a great year so far. I know I am. We here in Class 4X have spent the past few weeks assembling a news package that celebrates music creators in our community, gives you the opportunity to be a part of underappreciated sports, and interviews our very own principal about current events. Let's just jump right in with the man himself, Dr. Turner. We see him every day in the halls, but not many people really know how he became a principal or how his career came to be. His history as an educator and experience as a principal is actually pretty interesting. Stay tuned to hear his thoughts on the newly applied state-mandated cell phone policy. Naomi Francis had the opportunity to speak with him today, so here's her report.
Dr. Turner is a seasoned educator with over 2 decades of experience in educational leadership. From elementary schools to district-level positions, he has consistently demonstrated a commitment to improving students' outcomes. Under his leadership, schools in other districts have achieved full accreditation and witnessed improved instructional performance. His dedication to teacher development and his passion for education are second to none. So it's no surprise that when he arrived at North Stafford High School in July of 2022, he brought with him a proven track record of success to the role of principal. But even more important than all of his achievements, Dr. Turner is not only a skilled administrator, but also a lifelong learner. And that thirst for knowledge and his passion for student achievement, combined with his advanced degrees in educational leadership from prestigious instructions like North Central University, have brought a wealth of knowledge, a treasure trove of expertise, and a heart filled with caring and kindness of North Nation. And here I present you with Dr. Turner. How long have you been a principal here at North Stafford?
So I've been at North this is going into my 3rd year.
Were you a teacher before you became a principal? And where did you teach at?
I was a teacher before I became a principal. I taught for 6 years at the elementary level and at the high school level. I taught at Washington and Lee High School, which is now Westmoreland County High School. And I taught at Philadelphia Elementary School, which is in Philadelphia, Mississippi. I've been a couple of places. I have enjoyed all my stops.
So we understand that the cell phone policy is an interesting topic right now, and we wanted to know your opinion on it as well.
Yeah, so I know for some of the students it might be unpopular, but I can tell you from my vantage point, I think it's been well received by the students. I think they've done a really good job at understanding the new expectation. I've noticed more students having conversations with each other versus looking at their cell phones. I've even seen students reading books versus trying to play games on their phones or look at social media. I've also noticed more students in classrooms, more engagement within the classroom. So I think the cell phone policy is doing its job.
What would you say is your favorite part of being a principal?
My favorite part of being a principal, and I have many, okay, but if I had to pick one thing, it would be the relationships that I've been able to establish with students, the laughter that I'm able to share with them, the personalities that I pick up on, just seeing growth in kids, that means a lot to me, and especially when I've been in 3 years now. So the students that are sophomores when I came, they are now seniors. So I noticed the growth in just the relationships. I value that. I value that a lot.
We hope you liked that glimpse into Dr. Turner's life. This really goes to show how much he cares about us here at North. But what about the staff? Let's hear about a teacher who has a passion for music. Music is something that a lot of people use to get through their day or week. It's something that we can all appreciate for its wide variety. Some people love music so much that they feel the need to create their own and share their passion with the world. Today, Maya Neal had the chance to interview one of those people.
Can you start by introducing yourself?
Sure. I'm Brandon Neal, assistant principal here at North Stafford.
So it's been around that you played an instrument outside of school. What type of instrument do you play?
I played the drums.
Oh. How did you learn how to play the drums?
So I actually started in middle school band, and I started as a trumpet player first, and we had to kind of earn our right to play one of the more advanced instruments. Drums is very popular, so a lot of people just want to go for that because it's the cool instrument. So I was able to convince my teacher by working hard and doing all my practice charts. She let me switch after December, and then I became a percussionist there and went all the way through college.
Wow, do you still play today?
I do. I still play. I actually play locally with a group called the Fredericksburg Concert Band, and I get to play a couple concerts a year. We do 4 concerts throughout the summer, and then I get hired to play as a drum set player for local churches and musicals.
Oh. Have you ever thought about like playing with our band outside of school, or like having an event that's for, you know, the band and drums?
I've actually got to do a little bit of teaching and helping with their group. I love the opportunity to play with them, and there's some things we have in the thought process. Some of the staff have been coming up with some things we could try to do as like an incentive, and maybe a drum battle. We have a couple of drummers hidden in the school, and we've been picking brains about doing a drum battle as like an incentive and like a cool way to celebrate an activity.
Is there anything else that you want the students to know about you, or about what you play, or how you started playing, or anything else?
Yeah, I think keeping something in your life that you really enjoy doing. So even though I became an assistant principal, I said I had to have music in my life still. And so being able to play on my own outside of school, but then also supervising the performing arts, I get to still keep it in my life. And that's my therapy. That's my way to get my mind clear. When I have a busy, stressful day, it's nice at the end of the day to like walk down to the marching band or go to the choir concert at night and be able to clear my head and get back to something I'm passionate about. So always make space in your life for something that you're passionate about and that gives you a chance to put the stress away and kind of zone out from the stress of daily life.
There are so many talented people here. Lots of students are talented in fields other than creative and performing arts though. For example, sports have caught the interest of many students throughout the years. With an exciting home game win against Cortland, 41-7, sports are at a renewed high. That being said, winter and spring sports are right around the corner. Many know about basketball, soccer, and lacrosse, but Dylan Strickler sat down with the boys' tennis coach to discuss why you should join tennis.
Tennis is a competitive sport across the United States. It offers individual aspects like athletic skill, but it also has team building. While it does not have the same popularity as football in America or soccer, it does have a competitive team environment. We met with Coach Strickler to tell us about his team.
I thought we did okay last year, better than years past, so I'd like to build on that. I'd like to get to know the team better. I want to see how we've improved. I know a bunch of the boys are putting in the time off season, so I want to see how we're doing there. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to getting out there in the spring. We have some time, but seeing what the team can do in the league, and seeing how the boys have grown.
What is the team environment like?
Well, I think we're clearly better than we were at the beginning of last season. I was the first year coach last year, and I think the boys really put in a lot of time, a lot of effort. Everybody's gotten better as the season went on, and I think they're going to build upon that this year. I really do. I think we're going to have some good success. We've got a good core group of players coming back, and I'm really excited for the boys.
And while there are great athletes, Coach Strickler is excited to see what the influx of new players and new athletes, while not tennis athletes, will bring to the team.
Okay, so like I said, I have the core group coming back, but any program is just that. It's you need something that's sustainable year over year, right? You don't just want one decent year. And then everybody, all seniors, you can't have that. So we're always looking for upcoming freshmen, new players at any level, 10th, 11th, 12th graders, looking for them to step up, athletic players who maybe aren't necessarily tennis players, or they don't see themselves as tennis players, but they're athletes, right? Someone who's looking to join the sport, maybe someone who didn't make another team, but is athletic, who really wants to play and compete. We carry around somewhere in the 10 to 15 neighborhood of players each season, of which maybe half of them are not regular tennis players. So there's a lot of opportunity there for people who are athletic a bit, have decent hand-eye coordination, want to get out there and play and give it their effort. And I can coach them, I can teach them both during the program, and then we have ways that people have access to clinics, lessons, and programs outside of the everyday practice. So yeah, there's lots of opportunity for the new players.
Any team is dependent on its environment. This year, Coach Strickler feels like he has what it takes to win it.
It's not a big bell curve, I don't think, for the new players to come in. We have a very welcoming group of guys that are out there already. What I say, laugh and scratch, meaning we take it seriously, and everyone has that drive to get better, perform well as a team. But most of the guys have a relaxed attitude, a welcoming attitude of, hey, I want to teach new people how to play, without it being critical. They're not going to say, hey, man, your backhand stinks, right? They're going to say, hey, you need to have a different swing path, or let me help you with that, or go talk to coach about that. So yeah, I'd say that's probably the main thing.
Last year, the tennis team had to play all of their games at away matches, as the courts at North Stafford High School were not good enough to play home matches on. This year, with the help of these new beautiful courts that I report to you from, we are looking for an exciting season ahead.
I don't have dates and details, but one of the unfortunate things we had last year is we had all away matches. Our courts were aged and had too many cracks to play on. So this season, through all the great activities of the administration, we're getting new courts built. So as of right now, they have the foundation laid. They have the old courts ripped up, and the new court surface, which is a top surface, the actual tennis court itself, is going in sometime this fall, I'm told. And so that's brilliant for the program. Next year, we're going to have brand new courts. I think we would have 8 brand new courts for the boys and the girls teams. And they're going to be really spiffy. They're going to be really nice. Where do I see the program in a few years? So things take time. I could sit here and say the sky's the limit. I see great things in the program's future, provided it continues. In 5 years, I mean, I can't see any reason why the team couldn't continue to improve, start competing for district championships and regionals, and the ultimate goal would be states. So I could see the program heading there. There's plenty of facilities around here that can support tennis year-round. Again, the school's going to have the beautiful new outdoor tennis courts, lighted. Sky's the limit.
Don't forget, along with boys tennis, girls tennis, lacrosse, gymnastics, and more are looking for more participants. If you are interested in representing North sports, pay attention to further announcements and make sure you have a physical. Well, that wraps up our first ever news package of the year. Here at North, celebrating music and sports alike is something we are very passionate about. Stay tuned for updates on sports, events, and more community content. With all that being said, thank you for giving an audience to us.